All right, today we're going to do some barely there makeup, also known as like the no makeup look. And I know that that sounds kind of dumb because I thought it was kind of dumb for a while. I'm like, if you're going to like have a no makeup look, then just don't wear makeup, right? Which that also is a great thing. I will always recommend going makeup free at least 2 times a week or as often as you want. If you don't even like wearing makeup, whatever, you do you. Okay, so my first tip is to start with a tan face. I don't know what it is, but just like tan skin, especially on your face, just instantly will like elevate how you look and how you feel. It just brings, some warmth, some freshness to your face. So if you don't want to do like a self tanner, that's fine. I just use bronzer. It's not like that amazing of a secret, but I put it pretty much all over the place. So I'm acting like it's a self tanner, okay? So I don't know, maybe you're cringing when I do this, but it works for me. I like it, it's easy. So I just use a nice big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna put the most product where bronzer actually is supposed to go. So like on your forehead, upper cheekbones, but I am still gonna put it everywhere else as well. And I do this first before my makeup because again, it's just giving me that very first base, kind of like a self tanner would. All right, now I'm gonna go in and do some spot concealing, and I will say this, sure, barely there looks are a little bit easier when you don't have a lot of like acne and stuff, but that doesn't mean you can't still do it. It just means that you have to be very careful with how you do your concealing. So I'm gonna go in with this, it's kind of a small brush, it's not tiny, and it's like medium density. I'm gonna go in with my darkest highlight shade that I use, and I'm just gonna lightly cover up. So the trick with barely there is to really try and have some self-control and only cover what absolutely needs to be covered. So I'm really just looking for any dark spots, any red spots, especially around the eyes. And I'm not putting a ton of product on, just what I need. Okay, now I'm going to finish up with my foundation part, and another trick to like with that self-control of not putting on too much is to use more of a fluffy brush. So this is the other side of that one I just used for my concealing. So it's a little bit bigger and it's not super fluffy, but that just means you're going to get less product on, okay? And it's going to really help blend it around. So this one I'm still not putting everywhere necessarily. I'm still just kind of hitting the parts of my face that are kind of red or still like a little blemish. And for this, I'm using my other shade. So that was the one I concealed with, now I'm using my like main shade. Okay, so when I'm doing my barely there, just quick natural looks, I don't worry about contour because why, you know. But for blush, so I try and go for like a really neutral kind of light blush. So I really like this one. It's called Ballerina. And it's going to give me just enough color that I don't look, you know, washed out or like one-dimensional. I'm going to use that same one on my lips. Now, of course, with this Barely There look, you can just opt to not wear lipstick or anything at all, and I usually don't. But for this, I just wanted to show you. So I'm not going to leave it like this because this is kind of, it pulls darker for like kind of a natural look. What you can do is then take a little bit of a pink, it's like this one, that has a tiny bit of gloss to it, and I'm going to add just a little bit of that. Leaves you with that perfect, slightly done lip, okay? All right, so let's move on to eyes. So same thing with eyes, we're gonna keep it really simple, light, neutral. So I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush, and we're gonna start with just this light shade. It's called Drift. And then the second shade I'm going to use is Chai. Just another good neutral brown. It's not too dark, but it's enough that it's going to show up. All right, now we're gonna do brows, and I guess the only thing with brows is just like everything else, just try and go as light as possible. Don't put a ton of product in, but I still like to do them because I really feel like they help frame your eyes and just give that complete look. All right, just 2 steps left. I'm going to go on with my last highlight shade. It's a brightening one. And I'm just going to put that around my eyes. Okay, final thing is I'm going to take my damp sponge and just blend, pick up any excess. All right, and that is how I do a Barely There, simple, fast makeup look.